or not. People who inherited money. And just look at what happened. It's interesting if I pick on something Prof said, and as I go, I'm just going to keep picking on things he has said. Because he said a lot, and I fear that if I don't emphasize, some of us who didn't take notes would forget. What's the difference between millionaires and billionaires? Just look at them. What's the difference between millionaires and billionaires? Look at the kind of businesses they are doing. Look at the kind of businesses they are running. Look at the kind of businesses and people look at the kind of people they employ, where they stay. What's interesting is, if you only care about being rich, you will stop at being millionaire, maximum. If you only want to supply goods to the rich, you will stop as millionaire. But if you want to help everybody, if you want your business to be a rahma lil alameen, you will become a billionaire. So think of the billionaires, and he gave examples from Amazon to Facebook, Bill Gates to Dangote. Who are their customers? Everybody. Who eats Indomie? Everybody. Go to the products that everybody needs, and you find at the source of it is a multi-billionaire. So if you want to think like a billionaire, please do not restrict who you want to benefit from your product. As the Prophet was a rahma lil
Good morning to all the cherished listeners and our viewers on Facebook and on YouTube. Today is Tuesday, yes, the 5th of the month of May 2026. The time is 8:58. Yeah, Yabeshasi no the encomo wedding kitan ho Adekye Nhyira. Yes, Baraka 98.7 FM mutie free in Sawom Ahunjo specifically. And until more on Facebook and YouTube and so on, every consent with regards to this particular show that you have reservation wherever you can send your comment so that we can share with our cherished listeners and viewers across the globe. And now no paying soon and Chibiano na any in some government hospital paying for yes to keep us healthy will be coming in a few minutes from now, so that our mental health we try to learn certain things so that we be mindful on how we carry ourselves about. But before then, you see newspaper headlines in the air, very necessary for us to take them so that you know what is happening in and out of our various communities. BECE na Ministry of Education visit some places where campaigning for in fact yesterday we understand it's really started late, but the explanation you hear from WAEC PRO, yes, head of PR in Wetino, Moya Oma, and some of the students that and some who were involved in more practices yesterday we arrested Ninginano with Bebremo and Anope into Munkai Ninginano intimi enti the Ekoso Ewo Yamputim ni Amanuni Nina. And aside that, later we would also be joined by one of our renowned scholars, yes, who has been gifted. In fact, the entire family is gifted with the Noble Quran. Yes, whenever you see them, you see some touch in terms of our religious inclination. So today we'll be joined by Sheikh Muhammad Awal Hafiz. He will be coming on the show. But before then, some of the newspapers any day and anope omodi etuja Daily Graphic. Look at the Daily Graphic because the Labour Ministry instead signed MOU on youth training. Labour Minister. Minister of Youth. Labour saying accident and a mistake. Defilement most prevalent offenses against children. Yes, we su unkaya and you share report a daily guide to ja say we share in terms of abuses for or on our children. No, Accra, I say you see the agency. So this is the research that came out from Accra, but other regions in the so I don't know what is happening in your own localities, but I say in so in Kuala I said say you be ban for your dachi. You anything you suspect things that are going. Some of them will not be vocal to be able to express themselves. Say be a baby kosuna nkuya on timinka. I will follow and then all the entire and then the rest of the stakeholders, those who are teaching, youth leaders, community leaders, yes, against all these things. In terms of defilements, most prevalent offenses against children report. Selection of schools under school placement, students to pick 2 category A schools. Raise a clarification aba. So when you say this time you say omo we are resource no and ebe schools are omo beko. Intino omo ya there, then they would have the courage to select schools that they think that I should go here because this is what I have. By na kanini they select the schools before they write their exams. Intino he might not even perform well and yet would want to insist I want to go to category A or category B. Into daily guide, daily graphic, daily graphic also support government fight substance abuse in communities. We president and editor some way to catch the ahimfo. Say the issue of drugs, say fighting our communities. Daily guide 4 arrested over PDS ECG deal. ECG penny for an ex-Gihawk boss hospitalized yet to meet 55 million Ghana cedi Yoko bill. Hey, where the details we'll have it later because a long interview. The lawyers kasa. We have the interview, we have the insert, but we cannot give it to you now because of your time. 5 police officers interdicted over misconduct. And also no 4 backs Bankra inland port project. Man killed in bloody fight over woman. Yay, asamaba. Man semi papa and one of medical. They say the man of mutiasi. But ma omuko de omutiasi. Ude wewu ako. Daily guide no. Get the daily guide newspaper this morning, page 6 for details. Daybreak newspaper says Samia Oku unveils office roll out initiative to empower youth. BNI NAB 4 PDS officials we kwache fusu. Yes. Was I minister bill? GRA boss dragged to Shiraj over 17.710. Hey, na sika dia does financial loss to the state. And also on the front page. Yeah. The Chronicle newspaper, I'll see John Mahama stands on the OSP is laudable. We editorial, the Chronicle newspaper editorial say Yaman Penini Janaswo with regards to OSP. That is the best way to go. Complete Bankra projects to avoid waste of public funds. ECG deploys high capacity transformers to strengthen Kumasi power supply. BLFT newspaper see rising power demand, heightened need for private sector investment. Otunfo urges government to expedite work on Bankra Inland Port project. Stability comes at a cost. Ghana's hard rest after 2022 crisis. We Governor of the Bank of Ghana. Ghanaian Times newspaper see rice glut hit Afaja to South farmers. Rice in Sensami say you will be with regards to rice. So let's listen to the spokesperson for the rice producers with regards to rice. Rice they don't say do na rice na ni and one Ghana for the but I don't know why they still have concerns under this particular administration with regards to their production. Okay. Let's listen to this man who spoke on behalf of the rice farmers with regards to the ECOSO government in Shishe quite befaso ato omo eduane amo produce no quite often. You remember there have been a directives, but almost say, I say it's still not working. It's still not working because most of the people are not really patronizing the rice as it's supposed to. They are even saying government should even give them loans if possible, so that they could be able to stay in the market. Yes, with regards to the production of rice.
When we harvested Dr. 2025, there were people who could not sell their 2024 rice. It's all pallet, 1.2 million metric tons of the rice that have not been sold. There were series of engagement, including the president even directing National Food Buffer Stock to buy, directing school feeding to buy from the local farmers. They've never complied with any of that. Interacting with most of the farmers, they don't even know what to do. The loans that you took, they're able to pay them back. So how do you produce? So the problem is that dire. This government wants to maintain the lower food inflation that we are currently enjoying. We need to do something. I sincerely plead with the authorities that matter. If government will even have to take loan to support these farmers to go into production, we will be very, very happy.
Yeah, Ghana for as a government beji loan cry no the amount we afford there. So you know because if we afford soon. Mahama Ekweafono almost say they need money. Rice production in this country. Almost say directives now Enye Juma is not still working. So if it continue like that, then the rice farmers are saying they would even need loan. Hey, baby, I don't know. We are rice producers, but I always say the issue of BC. Understand yesterday, most places it started late. Ebani saying, in paying for, your former honorable, former assemblyman, yes, for Dobro, I believe. Yes, who is just joining us in the studio to have a discussion with regards to the BEC specifically, because what is happening, what happened yesterday, we had some explanation, but let's listen to the John Kirby, who is the head of PR from WAEC, the Audituja FR. Why the lateness? When we say BBR, they almost say more family there. They have to really ensure say everything with regards to the writing of the course, but the cast, the logistics, issues. Honorable Kwaba. BBR boko there. Yes, Adiachi. Na ebi anka obetime eno amumu rounds ntino kan if you can give us some at least some brief with regards to what transpired at your community, which areas and mutimi supervise here ansara.
Oh, okay, me da say and
Baraka FM
na me wo MA.
Okay.
Na me feel so me sign call Fatawu guys and a good foundation call me call ani bi so e wo ho. Enti baby me call.
No call no hu ni se nkwala no. Oh, many can like how they really
opi buy no hwe wo mo awon kan na say and that's all. Yeah. And constant me se won kuran. Yeah. I just say enyi hu wonyere wo. Yeah. Na wonye say BC no a stepping stone. Yeah. Went me anyere wanya untim to asunko. So let's go to anko pa na is waka since. Was a turning point in man's life. Yeah. Was secondary school ma meant me fa anko university krana.
At least at the basic level no there. Yeah, so to me
even wa wunyi krana what
akonya. Yeah.
That's why wunyi now the 90 years krana so to school so you can still continue. Yeah. You want to make no na going forward na
problem. Yeah. So at least foundation there here pass obia nkwala nyina no obia mfem.
Yeah. And BC no so unya otumi BC no so na utwa se sebio ahode ni fi no wantimi anto asokura na okosia juma wo education kakra.
Yeah. Wo bibia obetimi a kire say oh I have something that shows that school musu me could be but antimi anto aso.
We are where that grana how the tape and as a
measurement be away.
That so unya measurement.
Yeah.
Atade na we pon bi adwuma mu atade de mo na ntro wo wan ko siniti ase ma yan po anhye wo
One of the English teacher. Any math teacher. Say a ruler now, but measurement near tape measures in and I feel no say, hey, I did with you. Now can say mission.
Na shop ni because was to Nipana dos be. There's a which Nipan measurement we which
yeah, sir.
And then the contact say would mean and record this any manner
it means that unijina so because you leave the classroom as early as an infant stage. No,
yeah, no crutches say free compulsory basic education. Free. You have no alternatives.
Tina who no way the futu esremo obi anhye so.
Free compulsory basic
you at least no matter what in Kwalande say.
Kwala na so den say den kwa say o manoko. And then you me ni akwara bi share no hu say me ni abre. Me ka say the police go abeche no.
Exactly.
O ko school do form 2. O say won ko school ni bi o. Na me friend na me friend ni ni anom pe ka o say many abri declare war so say me man
wanted just
say man up to Thursday me hu no classroom me no
on say how for no do no so me nim e bia BBC say how kan akwara na so den on tie at least say some of you who are community leaders say they can friends saying fa kwan bi so na honorable atuntimi mo am na me buy there they say e bia wo be ma akwara na betie.
And no maybe my point to me boan kolano from basic up to university level. Be a misika but my one deni minya sa na kopon dia domine me de bo. Me wura baby a ope education ho no ope de bedame modern. Even document adu be ko school ni ade me minya is na say college court conducting training.
Okay.
Na ni dia na wo ni set so ne organa kaso no akwa buy no quickly. But jana be da me no quickly me koye we man no
affidavit the gazette
24 hours one buy na me no ko na yi me panyi wo ho nti me do and o ti ono sorry happen or trans then now san for bus esanko be e ko to na decision so nti akola bi ni oye akola bi ni oye ene okwa okwa community bia obi anye o community even religions kwa okuma yes imam nye yes asofo nye
sa na e ka
asofo so say asore man nye
ntiri die iwane
obi anye nti no ye manage nti akola na onye no akola bi ni wa say akola bi ansay nti ba ye nya
say as stakeholders and say awofo ni teachers ni hwan all of us must ensure say we create that safe environment and then show them the way what to do. Because ebi mo ebia onu nim ni danche onim de ebe on tiase
nti wo penyina wo tiase no
no guide no wanya butra ma no so
wo no bi da won se bia wonya kwan
awa krokro no
wonya kwan ko nti oha benede ma wo ene e de lete crash on sa se Fatawu police station na watch us arrest the bearer wo de be connect wo de
me asat what
because won ti man kan e wo so no enti education de hunya pa mo awofo etimi mo ma ye moye mana bro at least ye nyire ye minim say ye din ba ye mo aboso ye de opepa ne osi
because awofo no because akwa my bread because my still no I say on person obey you look so helpless meanwhile so it shouldn't be like that
alaji oni ma de bi Allah mre wo ye won den say bro nkola ho yeah, sema wakache almost any sorry them but we repeat doing the same thing. Enti ada na akola so dey all see on TV but you manage you we should continue to manage them.
My auntie head of PR the lateness yesterday. All right.
When we are about to conduct BEC, we are not in every single district, so we are in touch with the local district authorities of the Ghana Education Service. They are the ones who design the routes. They are the ones who provide the vehicles. We provide the fuel for them to move the vehicles around. Since they are the ones who know the terrain very well, they are the ones who guide us as to which way to go and how to distribute the material. So I guess that arrangements in terms of transport, in terms of designing the routes was something that was not properly done, and that is the reason there may have been these delays, because we have a rule that we would release the questions 45 minutes to time, just so that we are able to secure the questions from getting into hands that should not be having them before the commencement of the examination. So if there have been delays, probably probably it's as a result of the way the rules were designed. And we hope that in the days to come, our depot keepers and our regional representatives will be in touch with the district authorities to ensure that the redesigning is done in order that the items will get to the students early enough for the examination.
We any about lateness. Osanka say for more practice. Despite the measures I would be in place, still no. Obviously, we did discount kwala no. Say supervision kwa no why community I won't be too kwa ballet. Oh, kwala be opese ibia. As an invigilator, me mboa no 5 cedi kwa na 10 cedi kwa na fabra na maboa no mama kunya no matimi aye. Those cheating in class no is against the exam rule. Either invigilator and I say kwala o like mube come home and I say school that will do that no ni nyina etiamra nti momenti yensan ko biom na nti Mr. John Kabi with regards to those issues
that we have a lot of monitors who are monitoring the examination at all centers across the country. There are whistleblowers who are giving us a lot of information, and all of these arrests were effected as a result of whistleblowers who gave us the information. And so they should desist from it, because when we come and we find them in the act, we'll hand them over to the police, and then also the Ghana Education Service would take disciplinary action against them. We want to admonish our students also to avoid, soliciting support from any teachers or paying money to anybody just because they want to get. In the Upper West region, where a candidate moving from his village to Wa to write the examination was involved in an accident, and unfortunately he passed on. The other two I cannot confirm because we have not received any report from our.
Hey, honorable.
Oh,
someone.
Yes,
someone.
Collabra, by 11 ofi kg.
We free.
Kono de credit crack on the next 13-14 years. No coach on the basic level education as KCC atuna. Yani yasefem pa. Me wish you speedy recovery. Na say schools will say nkwala no invigilator pa na say somebody who is supposed to ensure say bibia ko yie no na o statistics on kwala ho and all those things. Yeah, my kono no. Senka okobo akola ketwa na nche oka wo fiwa obesi wa nan no. Akola na onye adwuma no, why do you demand such a thing from akola no? There be say akola no say na enye no say awofo ho. Na eba say so awofo no matter what they will make provisions. Yeah, but the scan so no enye for that purpose, but akola na ba na ho say ne ho chiri na. The woman is you decide share akola no so a ma sena say addition ekọ enkosa any sena akola na di nima say ekosoro na enkonesa yeah ade akola isha si nyina no ekowie baabi o ene say owie school obeka kwatena adwuma yeah nti se wontima nsua de na anko adwuma na okọ ontimi deliver yeah uche say be a shortcut nso ho a which means okọ adwuma mu asa na onfa yes ne kwakwaye da bia me ka say ofo obi adwuma mu na waje no sika wache ni panu say o de bribe na fa nti onso konkoje bribe what man foundation say onko ye ti dia ye de dua mu frank to yi mu ni ade no because no matter on kolani nim say sika bi afi wa ofo akwa ko di vigilator so ono so nyi akọ forward no ono so bo obi opese oji bibi fi ne nti ye pese ye twen ho fisa ne ma no ho a bribery and corruption na ye kan da bia no ase ye tu atifi fi ase they are public offices and ye we fi na say kai ho a ye public offices. That's why we see certain sometimes we tie nsem bia ya na ya se fam nti ye sere bebre say enye subampa enya brapapa nso obu akola eye wadwuma ntini eti okabosome adwuma na wo ye no village na wo ntini eti okabosome nti le unya say afena yo WAEC papers honorable Minister of Education say WAEC paper distribution delays. Education Minister direct review caution candidates against more practices in Okan. Yeah, the more practices no so no me kola mengeji o munyina no me no mo kase wo call center wa men fa foreign material bi anhye ho yeah men fa mobile phone men church bi an usire ho men fa bibi okwa ye bechew enti menye ye chew nso a abrabo na foundation na wo to no na collapse enti mesire kola ni nyina se dia wo sua no bomodin a se obeye nra on Sunday na meto awofo no fo se na what if you Juada Kosi Friday o ma mfrano kwa office school ba ma no adwuma bebre anapanso wa breno nyanentem no nya ho bo okudu center oleti kwa na ma wa tens ntina nyama no esa na wo refi ni amabi ni ade ntino yenya kola nente afis ka o de ma no go school na fe kakra ka o ma no because
maybe obefa car na say
so didi o feel ba so didi fine na obeto nso ni ade anom
yo minim say e ba momo enyina money transfer deposit na I don't know say ebia o ma tudwa ma kanyama bebre e fa mobile money still no enkofo egusu ejiji sika wo enkofo ntino ebia wako o pese we deposit o account mu na ese otua 50 pesos ese otua 1 cedi ni nyina sana enye ni kwan so aha ntino momofo no onso mo oku ho Mr Edward Ofori Ajima ono oda anu eno kase debi yentie ne nsantie ne yie biom ukọ akọ deposit sika on account you don't need to pay any money ntino ukọ kra na nkebe ya u phone na opese we deposit fakọ na vendor ne hu se enye se bia uye transfer bi ama obi wo sika ena odi to wallet mu because that's how it's supposed to be. And men who say ebia remember so me the 5,000 and I say me 500 and I say 200 edu to my account we now see we pay 50 pesos no be calculate na ma tua sasika no sasika ne de ensem fata say o be tinti mo enko na enko na e ba na ya di ehun enkomo.
A customer for deposit is not allowed. It's against the rules of the game. So whoever charges the institution will take him on. However, customers should also bring Baraka the phone along because some of the customers are not bringing the phone along. That is the reason why some of the agents are charging, and it is a wrong attitude. So charging a customer to do a transaction is wrong. However, customers should also bring their devices. Some customers bring different devices, pretend as if this is the device. So we have, send a message to our members. If I come to do a transaction, whether cash out or deposit, without the phone, we will not do it. Either we will not charge.
Yes. Hold on, what do you want?
More issue no. Issue we here per se discuss. Yeah. Because momo no create problems with brain challenges with brain ma can afford. Obokoko rural communities ni bi no. No ye momo no kwan wo and if you walk the nearest town now we access.
Oso onyam ma odi na hu be kire o.
Ntino the obeka bia no uni
unless agent uhia the agent.
Yeah. Even anya yikwa na ko be fa moto. Ana obe na anti akono
mani 50 ma min sama
na chese na odi aye which I can say yes because we teacher ni won kran ya na say obi so teacher ni wo ahojo obi so teacher ni wo fast ya mu nyina mu teacher for mo for training the same training mu enti ada na say
ebi machine ebi so
akodi akurasi enti no na say wo ye na wo ye dem tisan enti yesre one way mumu no say one hwe mrana MTN4 edi amount say one fanya adwuma no woni so fanya.
Finally em say ye nurses for no o my crowd ntinenche bia no ye new super segment no ye di besi bansa na di besi no there's this call by an MP in Ghana's parliament. Yes, Mr. Honorable Richard Kuri, MP for Nandomo. So okay say issue of courts and certain issues are or court heading Crawford prison no obi akowie bi eburu na ye na court nsa hom ana obi aponchi body na why do but body ni bi wo ho a you don't have to keep the person and be feeding the person say bia some high profile cases there I don't know what you say ntino omo push say there will be a review say bia wakowie obi aponchi kwa na sa prakra na ebe ma wa profit ahuju eko photo bi kura na anope bia we na court judgment e dia ma sene be ya ochina bi no unko wie obi aponchi ana obi eburu ana se obi ni enu no mayentie ne ba na ya di Honorable Richard from Nandom, on a member of parliament for Nandom.
go to court, smallest thing. If you get plead not guilty, you are in remand for 2 weeks. And you are a worker, you have a family. So we are working on that in Parliament. We are saying alternative to imprisonment. Imprisonment should be reserved for the hardened criminals. I steal a fowl. How much is a fowl? And you give me 3 years. It doesn't make sense. How much is the fowl? Let them go and work and improve society. Instead of throwing them in there, you have destroyed them forever. And they are...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
senior
waka no. One say omaya yetimi. Odi bone kesi moma, unya asotwe. Ba odi keto moma na unya asotwe. Nti de oka no, be gidi se obi awi akoko ahonjo ha. Ene Adekye bia na opra kwan ho. Obi ahu ono kwa ne ofere, ofiri mu fie onye bio. Ofiri mu fie onye bio nti no. Ye ma gata se wa hojo Adekye a osim no prapra gata ni mu no prapra bonti no ye no bia na papa isi afa no zoom la na e si da bi o akoko no okowia na esa nti mi se e koso no na ni be wunti no obi kwa be ye no na area okwa tena akwa de nya na kono I think say with that no e betimi abonti ni oka no e no kra be was be okoda ekran so no aban
e be sa fidi
no ni utility na ade nyina wanjua wo no nsu na ade wanjua nyina no ni nyina na ya ban na fa ho kanti no ye wo nya kwan bi mu de ya na ka telephone mu no wona say ye do you do fast entity ni mu
yo no ela see say yemre na emre yeah other segment interview segment no is almost up tinebia wo nchia obespe uchia etifo anase omo bibia wo no those who are listening to us and coming from your place, if you have one or two
Baraka FM.
But as me fa kwenye sumachia me peso aso for ya wadipa si ya letra area for nyina na acheche funso a ewo community ni mu na se wachado school ni mu so but ncha ka se koma on adwumaso a wo ye na mafa so aka se BC4 kola ekoi me bon pese Nyankopon ka won na yempese beti atinka body bi se na yedi ka ati or not no yempese beti atinka body bi asanti Nyankopon akasa mo ban fo nkomra na akola bi kura so a obeyare ni o ha ni ade nyina Nyankopon ni fi ona ontimi tiromwi na wotumi atwa de wako na mesira wo fon so se me da bia me ka kire se kola wi school a me say ye din so mo modern so do because secondary school ye din but ye boy ho modern bitimi aye
that's it for EDBC ha na you go for a short break. When you return, yes, government in some government hospital nurses for any doctor for mental health in particular you know my crano ye ba na ya di eho enkomo.
Dear parents, dear students, are you a student wondering what's next after school? Or a parent asking which career is...
بادر بفعل الخير بادر واحمل إلى الناس البشائر يا خير من مروا إلى جبر الحنايا والخواطر عانق بأخراك النعيم وقدمي العون المباشر عانق بأخراك النعيم وقدمي العون المباشر وقدمي العون المباشر يا بذرة الأمل الجديد غدوت نورا للبصائر الحب أجمل مبتدأ بالحب ما للعمر آخر يا بذرة الأمل الجديد غدوت